Sit it, da 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 da. Sit it, da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom doom. Doom, sibba dibba da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom, sibba dibba da boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da do 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 da do 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 do. It's Titan in the morning. Zip it doop. It's Titan in the morning. Zip doop. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. Zip doop. Titan in the morning. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Look, ooh, it has been a morning already, and I am in here. Yeah, my whole internet went down. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I really want to be here and do what I do, but my internet went down. But it's back up. You know, you sometimes you gotta like have a little backup for a backup, you know what I mean? But I'm here this morning, y'all. So good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, TikTok, good morning. Hey, y'all go ahead and tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Show me some love, show me some hearts. All of that. I got a goal this morning. Let me know if y'all can help me out with that. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all show me some love. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Y'all come on in, get in where you fit in, and do all of the things. And I do apologize for being behind time, but y'all see how it's going. Like it's doing what it do when it do. Okay, what it do. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Okay, because I'm trying to. Oh, I think I got my earpiece in. Well, I'm hoping that. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm. TikTok, can y'all hear me well? Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Because I just realized still got my earpiece in, and I normally take the earpiece out, but we're gonna do that. And then now my yard man is mowing the lawn, and I'm like, you had to come. Okay, yes, all right. Thank you, Linked Up. Good morning. Hey, Lucy Lou, I see you over there, Lucy Lou. I see you over there, Linked Up. Let's see, who else? Hey, Mr. Ferris, good morning. I see you, Stitch. Good morning. Say good morning, Titan. Good morning to you. Good morning. Y'all, it's a good morning. Let me tell y'all something. My topic this morning, okay, Lucy Lou said, good morning, sweetie. You know, I like when they call me sweet stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, hey, call me what you gonna call me, but if you're gonna make it sweet, make it sweet. So good morning to you all. So this morning, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and start because I'm behind time this morning. We're gonna check in, but my topic this morning is peace, be still. My topic this morning is peace, be still. So y'all, what I've been doing is that I've been asking friends and family. I've been asking my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. Hey, Jacqueline, good morning. Good morning to you. I've been asking my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family to give me topics, right, that I can talk about on the show. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. Give me topics that I can talk about on the show. And for the last 3 shows, people have been giving me topics, and so I've been loving it. So I'm doing this. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my cousin Nitra, who also put the red back in to the hair. I'm gonna give a shout out to her because her um, thought was peace, and I came up with peace be still. And she said, well, you probably have already done this numerous times because you talk about peace all the time, but I just really want to talk about that. So today we're going to talk about peace be still. And y'all know I got a story. But before we do all of that, I just want to say good morning. Good morning to you. And then I want to check in. So this morning, for all of you who are new here, if you are new, can you tell me how you found me? Like, did you find me by your FYP on TikTok? Did somebody say, hey, did I show up on your timeline? Like, what happened, right? Just like what happened. So let me know that if you will. I'm asking for consent. Okay. But normally what we do is we do what we call a check-in. And when the check-in is you give one word of how you're feeling today. One word of how you're feeling today. Now, here's the thing. The word don't have to mean nothing to nobody else. It can mean something only to you, but it's your word. So this morning, even though my internet went down, even though I feel like I'm behind times, I know I'm behind times. This morning, my word is going to be, which has been for, some time, my word is going to be fantabulous. That's going to be my word today. So y'all, whenever y'all see it, y'all hear it, y'all look, that's my word. Now, the word fantabulous don't have to mean nothing to nobody else, but that doesn't mean that everything is going right, everything is good, but it does feel good. It feels good to be fantabulous. And then I just like to say it, fantabulous. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead, let's do that and do the thing, okay? Now, here's the thing. Y'all come in and say good morning to me. Come in and say good morning. All right, so what's the words for today? How you feeling today? Oh, okay. All right, we starting off. Blessed, okay? Thank you for 20. Good morning. Oh, linked up said blessed too. I got blessed over here, blessed over there, blessed everywhere. I got blessed over here, blessed over there. Now here's the thing. Your word doesn't have to mean anything to anybody else. It could just mean something to you. So my word is fantabulous, right? And it's about how you feel for yourself, how you feel in this moment. I've got 2 blessed. I got blessed. I got blessed. I got grateful. Okay. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I got tired. Okay. Look, we can all could be a little TI red. You know what I mean? We can all be a little TI red. So come on and bring it in. So what's one word of how you're feeling today? We're checking in this morning. You said you're not sure? Well, 420, you ain't got to be sure. At Titan in the morning, you ain't got to do anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're not sure, you're not sure. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Look, y'all, I think what it is that I always want to bring this back around. You're welcome. I want to bring this back around. I think a lot of times we put parameters around how we can feel and how we can move throughout this world. And I think that you have to move in a way, in a pace, in a little scoot, that you feel. You know what I'm saying? That you feel is good for you. Because if I truly move throughout this world the way that they said I should have moved or that I felt I should have moved, I don't know if I would be here with you in this space and in this energy right now. Y'all with me? So when we check in, If you don't know, you don't know. If discombobulated, if you are stressed, if you are angry, if you mad, whatever it may be, it's for you to acknowledge and for you to understand. And anybody else that's looking, that's watching, that's doing, if they don't understand it, they don't understand it. But it means what it means to you. That's what we're talking about this morning. Okay, all right, y'all. All right, I'm a mosey on. I'm a mosey on because y'all know I got a story I got to tell. I'm a mosey on. Oh, yes, indeed, indeed. So I'm reading some comments. So y'all, my moderators are moderating some of the comments, and then also too, there are some of the comments that are being blocked. And y'all, I think it's wild that I say again in 2026 that you have to be able to tell somebody why you are who you are. I'm gonna let that sit just for a second because I'm getting the peace be still. But I'm gonna let that sit just for a second. In 2026, we have to express to people who we are. We have to defend who we are. We have to defend whether or not we deserve to be here, whether or not this life is ours, whether or not it's good for God, it's against God. We got to defend all these things, y'all. And these comments are saying, stop it. They are telling me, stop it. But what am I doing? And first and foremost, let me say this. This is not an old woe is me. This is not an old, y'all throw. But here's the thing. I'm grown. Been on this earth for a good many of years and been around the block, and I done stood on a couple of corners. Why do I need to explain to you? You know what I'm saying? Why do I need to explain to you what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I need to explain that to you? Who are you to ask me for an explanation of who I am? So y'all, I'm going to say it to you this morning. Peace, be still. This is going to go into my story, but I'm glad that this comment came in and it was blocked because I don't want you try to curate a space and a place for people to be themselves, to come in and love and and do all of the things. And then you got somebody that wants to come in and tell you that you don't deserve to be who you feel, right? Not them. You feel God made you to be. That you feel God made you to be. Linked Up said, I see the devil is moving early this morning. Okay, but the devil is not moving in stealth, right? You feel me? Look, what we're going to do, we're going to address it. That's what we're going to do. Because y'all, I don't want to bring a negative energy in here. However, I do want to say this, that these are things in real time. A lot of times we are dealing with these things out in the world, out in them streets, and we don't want to say anything to it. Everybody say, turn the other cheek. Don't say nothing. Titan, just ignore them. But let's be clear, I'm human. And I cannot ignore things again and again and again and again, right? And so let's say this. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to plant your feet firmly. I want you to be in your spirit and be in your life and your love and know that they are not going to knock you off your game. Know that they're not going to do anything like that. That's what I want you to do and to understand about your life. Your life is your life. It doesn't matter what they do, what they say in that. Now, here's the thing. I am human. So I have feelings and emotions. You understand what I'm saying? But this is what I want for us. They are going to come. They're going to say, they're going to do all of that, right? However, this is what I want you to do. I want you to be still. I want peace to be still. Know that the peace is yours. Know that the peace is yours, right? And you control that. They don't control it because they can spit and throw and do anything at you, right? How you react, right, is whether or not the peace will be still. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The peace can be still and you can still nuck if you buck. You can still rearrange some furniture. But what I'm saying, on this morning and any other morning that you are out doing you, being you, loving you, and somebody says something like that, they're a naysayer, they're trying to knock you off your game, I want you to be still. I want your peace to be still. And you think about where you are and what you're doing. You with me? Because that's what matters in your life, not what they're doing. But on Titan in the morning, we going to check it. We're going to make sure that we talk about it because it's real life and it's happening. And so I'm going to sip a little bit because I got another comment. Hey, Ashley. Good morning. So, y'all, I want to say something this morning for Ashley Barnes. Hey, Ashley, that's my fam. That's my my ride or die when we go to the when we go to the conventions. Ashley just celebrated Pride as the Grand Marshal, female identifying Grand Marshal of Houston Pride. And so I just want to say congratulations to you, Ashley. I know I couldn't be there, but I saw you on the tube, and come on and do and be and will and do all of the things. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You keep on doing what you do. You look so happy out there, and I'm so happy that that you were able to go ahead and shine after they canceled the last Pride, and then they had to reschedule it because of the weather and stuff. But it was a good day. We saw the coverage, me and my moms, and so yeah, it was a good day. So congratulations to you, Ashley, again for being Pride's Grand Marshal of female identifying, and I thank you so much for always standing in the gap and being for your community. Love you. House of Legends said, absolutely. Okay. House of Legends says, I know. Congratulations, Ashley. Yes, indeed. Smooches said, gave you some claps. Poppy said, did. Hey, Rogue. Good morning. Rogue said, good morning, sugar. Well, morning, sugar. See, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody said, holy it's Whoopi Goldberg. And you're right. Hey, Poppy. Good morning. Now, Poppy didn't say that. Somebody else said that. Then they said, hold on. Then they said, should you be taping The View? And if I am Whoopi Goldberg, then I guess I should be. There we go. We good? All right. Woo. I can see y'all again. I sure hope y'all stayed on. Okay. House of Legends says, I know. Congratulations, Ashley. Ashley said, oh, thank you so much. It was truly an amazing experience. And then Ashley said, I love you so much. Love you too, Ashley. Love you too. Yeah, thank y'all so much. So it looks like I'm having some technical difficulties. I know, right, Ashley? I'm back. Ashley said, okay, you're back. Yeah. I don't know what just happened, but this morning before I came on with you all, my connection was a little wonky. It went out on me, and then I guess it's doing the same thing. So I'm here. I'm here. So good morning to you all. So y'all, I want to say that to you all. I'm gonna get back to it. So this morning, people are saying things, like that. And so I expect this, right? I hate that it's like that, but I expect this, because I'm on the internet. I'm on, the interweb. I'm out here in the ether, and people are going to say things and do things, but I want you to be still. I want you to think about your peace. And I'm not just saying peace, meaning like I said, turn the other cheek. Don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm saying protect your peace and let your peace be still, right? Because what I believe in order for you to get your purpose and understand where you are truly meant to be, you got to be still. But here's the thing, y'all. Peace doesn't mean to be docile. Peace doesn't mean that you got to always shrink yourself when you go into spaces. Peace means knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of, knowing where you come from, knowing that you are who you are, that you are not a mistake and that you belong here. And a lot of times what we do is we let it slide. We don't say anything. We don't do anything because we don't want to disrupt the peace. But if you already have peace with yourself, there is no disruption of peace because you already know who you are. You already know where you are, where you need to be. You already know that God didn't make a mistake. You already know these things. And so this morning, I want to say to you, peace, be still. Peace, be still. I want you to take a moment and think about who you are and what you are in this moment. And be at peace. But whether you're up here or down here or hovering in the middle. And people like this that come on and make these comments and do all of these things, they are not the surveyor. They are not the purveyor. They are not the ones that are controlling your life, right? They're going to come in. They're going to say things. They're going to do this. They're going to do all of the things, but they are not your peace. So we got to be careful where we put ourselves so that our peace can be protected, so peace can be still. First thing I think that we need to do, and this is for me, I don't know who this is for right here, but it's for you, but it's also for me. The first thing that I had to do was be still. I had to slow down so I could see it and hear it and understand it. I didn't understand that I had purpose. I didn't understand that I was going to be this and that because I believed what people were saying. I believed what people were doing, right? I had to sit down and be like, wait a minute. How is it that I don't have peace? I ain't doing nothing to nobody. How I don't have peace? But the reality of it is that I was sitting here trying to be somebody else's peace, and I wasn't protecting my own. So I had to be still for a moment so that I know what's happening and what's going on. I got a story. Hey, Dallin, good morning. You know I like all those O's and R's and INGs. This morning we're talking about peace, be still, right? We're talking about peace, be still. Because here's the reality of it. Who's going to control your peace? Who's going to be your protector? Who's going to make sure that you're good? You are. That's it. When I say peace, be still, I don't mean that you just stop everything that you're doing. Stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I'm not saying that you got to do all that. I'm saying be quiet. Okay. Somebody might say, be quiet on the creek. Be quiet so you can hear and you can understand what's happening. Because people will tell you all day long that you are not that. You don't belong here. You shouldn't do that, like these people just told me earlier. So I don't deserve to live. I don't deserve to have. I don't deserve to be. Y'all, when I stood up and I said that I am going to identify, I'm going to announce, I'm going to be a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 21 years, I knew what was going to happen. And it did. Here come the naysayers. Here come the people talking up under my clothes and doing this and doing that. And so just recently, I had somebody tell me that I had an ulterior motive and I was trying to do something to someone. Hey, Q. Hey, Koala. Good morning. Say good morning, love. Good morning to you. Good morning. And this person I thought was really, really somebody I trusted, somebody I knew. And this person said to me that I was being backhanded, underhanded. I was being nasty. I had an ulterior motive. And I know y'all are saying, Titan, that's just a couple of words. It really don't mean anything. But I was there for this person through thick and thin and up and down. I was there with them with their children were born. I was there with them when they were going through crap on top of crap. I was there for them. Even though I know that they couldn't do it, I was always there. Hey, JD, good morning. I was there for them. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. I like that. But I was there for them, and I was always making sure that they were good. To sit in a space where they're telling me that I am taking something away from them, I am hurting and harming them, I am hurting and harming their legacy, and I don't care about them. And y'all, I sat in that moment and I said, first off, I was like, I've been practicing peace. So I said, peace, be still. Because I had to be still because I was sitting here saying, there's no way this person is saying this to me. That can't be right. That can't be right. Like, wow. So y'all, the peace that had to be still was, I could have blew your spot up, right? I could have told everything, all of the secrets that I hold. I could have came down, rain and fire and brimstone on this whole conversation that was being had. And I had to say, Lord, help me be still. Number one, that has nothing to do with me. What you're talking about is what somebody else did. But for whatever reason, now it's my fault. Now, I don't know because I was in the vicinity, but the way that you talked about me when I had been there in your deepest and darkest moments to help you through, sometimes sacrificing my own peace and my own stability and my own mental capacity to help you out. And then you say to me in front of other people, y'all, I couldn't do nothing but pray to be still. I've worked so hard for this peace. I've worked so hard for this peace in my life. I've worked so hard with being who I am, standing 10 toes down in who I feel God made me to be. I have worked, right? And worked not only on myself, but on my surroundings. I don't go places to where I feel my spirit is telling me not to go. I'm obedient to the spirit, so I don't do that. There used to be times that I would interject myself into people's lives, and it was not healthy for me. So in this moment that this person is talking to me out the side of their neck, I'm saying, and part of me was like, I just really want to turn over some furniture. I want to flip this table. I want to rearrange some furniture. But the other part of me was like, oh, you hurt. Oh, you lashing out. The other part of me, where the peace, be still, part of me was saying that that's not mine. Did y'all just hear me? That's not mine. What this person was spewing in front of me was not mine. I was not about to pick that trauma up. I was not about to pick those bags up anymore. So when I say peace be still, that's what I mean. This person came in, wah, 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 yak, 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 yak. And in that moment of me praying, in that moment of me meditating, in that moment of me saying, God, what is this? Right? Peace be still was all I could think about, because it said, Titan. I said, shh, be quiet on the creek. Right? Shh. Because that's not yours. That is not yours. Peace be still. Peace was still. Peace is still, because that wasn't mine. I had to understand that although these naysayers, although these people put these things in the comments, although this person was going hard in the paint, I had to understand it was not mine. So peace be still. And see, y'all, here's the thing. I didn't let him slide. I didn't turn the other cheek. What I said was, in my spirit, peace be still. Because I didn't work for all of the things that I have. I didn't did this, and this. And now I'm 10 toes down in who I am. I love who God made me to be, because I can stand in it. I can be in it. And I can be here, and they can call me Whoopi Goldberg. They can call me Miss Netta. They can call my hair hot Cheetos. They can say that I'm an abomination. All of the things that they've said on these lives in the mornings, they've said all of these things to me. That's not of God. What are you, a he, she, we? What are you, a boy or a girl? You got an agenda. All of these things, y'all. But see, here's the thing. When peace is still, when peace to be still, peace be still, the stillness, it's not you being a coward. The stillness is not you running away. The stillness is not you tucking your tail between your legs. That's not the stillness. The stillness of your peace is that help me control what I know can happen. Help me understand that I'm not who I used to be. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am 6'1" and 285 pounds. When I put these feet on the ground or whatever they on, and I decide to be the juggernaut, oh, I'm going to rearrange some furniture. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to stop until I'm satisfied. And I know y'all are saying, Titan, but you're a Pisces. Titan, Pisces don't do that. But here's the thing. I know where I can go. I know what I can do. But in that moment, the peace that was being still was me letting him do whatever it is that he wanted to do, as long as he didn't touch me. Right? Because it had nothing to do with me. I just happened to be in the vicinity. I just happened to be in the area. Peace be still. House of Legends said they can try to tear him down, but they cannot diminish Titan. Being gay is not a weakness, a scandal, or something to apologize for. Indeed. Thank you so much, House of Legends, because baby, I am not. I ain't worried about it being a scandal because I know I'm good. It's not a weakness. Very much, it's my superpower. Right? You feel me? And then I'm never apologizing. Now I'm gonna say this, House of Legends, because I want to say it for everybody else. There was a time that I did apologize. There was a time that I did think it was a weakness. Right? And there was a time that it was scandal. I'll never forget years and years and years ago, somebody called my moms to tell my moms what they thought I hadn't already told her. I'll never forget that. They called my mama because I didn't want to talk to them, to tell her all of the things. But my mama know her son. So she knew that half of what they were saying, hell, almost 3/4 of it wasn't real, wasn't true. But the fact that they called my mama and told my mama that I was this and I was that, I was doing this and I was doing that, people are trifling. People are trifling. My question to that person all those years ago is, what was your end game? What was your end game? I'm going to come back to that. Hey, the king. The king said, good morning, positive king. Hey, the king. Good morning. I love when you say good morning, positive king. I love all of that. Carrying on. Hey, Q said, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. We are silent sufferers because it is often the people who we love. Misdirected anger is real. And that's normally where it starts, Q, and for everybody else. It's normally right in your own house. It's normally right in your own space. And y'all, what we have done, we have made it normal for people to disrespect us, to hate us, to talk bad about us, and they are okay. You with me? It is one of those things to where we have to really understand that this is not our fight. This is not it. Now, I'm not saying let nobody come and stand in front of you, let nobody disrespect you, let nobody do nothing like that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that when you are looking at where you are, the peace that you hold, people will come into your life to disrupt that. And you have to be secure in who you are and what you are and what your purpose is in order for you to get past this. You with me? And so I don't want to say to you, don't turn the other cheek. Because for some people, that's the way to do. But I'm going to say this. Don't you turn the other cheek when they didn't slap you in the face. Peace, be still. My peace can still be still. Peace can be still, still can be peace, peace and still in peace. My peace can still be still. You understand what I'm saying? But if I let you know, okay, look, but if I let you know, no, that ain't what we doing. Linked Up said they'll just slap the other one. See, here's my thing. If you check them when they slap the first one, or they won't be slapping the second one, or they won't be slapping the other one. See, y'all, I think this is where we get to the point. And I'm not saying y'all to be violent. I'm not saying this or that. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that peace is yours to be still. You with me? Your peace being still doesn't mean, again, that you're weak. Doesn't mean, again, that you can't tell somebody what the gaga is. It don't mean that. What it means is that you have chosen to be still in your peace, right? Because this is where you are in your life. And I'm going to explain that. Y'all, there was a time that I was hot-headed. Somebody would say something and I would pop off. There was a time that I would come on here and people would bop, and I'd be going in, going hard in the paint. And these people don't know me. Because if they're coming on and they're talking to me in this manner, which I have all of you that are here on the regular, that are my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, you don't talk to me like that. So obviously this person don't know me from a can of paint. I'm going to use all of this energy, all of this God-given grace and energy on that. When I didn't worked, I didn't scraped, I didn't scrunk, I didn't did all of the things to get to where I'm at. To love this black gay man living with HIV that stands before you, to be able to tell you who I am, to be able to talk about the things that I've done in this life and still doing, to let you know that I'm on purpose. That's my peace. And so in order for me to protect it, my peace has to be still. I gotta be still. There's this gospel song that I love. Listen to it till this day. And I think I'm gonna listen to it until it's time, right? It's called I'll Stand Still. And I think I want to say that it's by the Mississippi Mass Choir, but it's called I'll Stand Still. And here are some of the lyrics, right? The words say, "What do I do when I don't know what to do? What do I say when I don't know what to say? Where do I go when there's nowhere to go? You know what I'll do? I'll stand still until your will is clear to me." A lot of times people will tell you that you are not of this or that you don't deserve to have that. We all have peace, but it's ours to wield. Sometimes you're going to have to not react. Sometimes you're going to have to react. Sometimes you are going to do what I did in that conversation, is realize that it's not mine. None of what he was saying in that conversation was for me. He was angry and mad about somebody else, but felt the need to bring up the things that he thought that I had done. Yes, Q, Wilmington Chester Mass Choir. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for that. House of Legends said, "Live and learn." They really wanted to hurt you when they went to your mom. Yeah, that was trifling, right? And then I'm gonna say this, because sometimes family, and one of you said it here, I think it was Q, sometimes it's the people right around you. My family was like, "I love you," but I'm not gonna say my family, because not everybody was like that. Some family members was like, "I love you," but that's not of God. When I was diagnosed with AIDS and only had 4 T cells, that was my punishment. Those were family members. They said, "I love you," in the same sentence. "I love you," but that's your punishment. You need to repent. You're an abomination. The deacons and the pastor told me that I need to stop what I'm doing. And I wasn't doing anything. At that time, I didn't even know what that was. I was told I was different long before I felt, well, I felt that I was different, but I was told that I was different in a derogatory way long before I knew what that was. I thought I was like all the other kids. I thought I was out here playing and things like that. And yeah, there was no peace for me. And these were grown people speaking on me and telling me. Then I go out into my neighborhood, and in my neighborhood, I got to fight all the time because I'm this, you built like your mama, you're a sissy boy, you're a mama's boy, you're all of these things. And I was like, I just want to play with the other kids. Like, why am I being ostracized? I don't know what's going on. But the same people that talked about me in that way, there were men in the neighborhood that were talking about my body as a teenager. That wasn't normal. Like, what? This is weird. So where do I go? What do I do? Boys don't do this. Boys don't do that. I wound up fighting all the time because I had no peace. I had no understanding of who I was. So just imagine going through school, going through your teenage years, men in their 30s and probably 40s approaching you. You can't tell your family because your family has already said that's not right. They don't believe you because you go to tell them about this man in the neighborhood that approached you, that touched you inappropriately, and they don't believe it because he's the man's man. Everybody wanted him in the neighborhood. How could he be demented or pervy? How? So then my peace is taken away because I'm thinking I can go to my family and I can be real and honest with them. And then they say, no, that didn't happen. And as a matter of fact, to be real and honest with y'all, and this is what therapy has done for me to help me really, really go work through this trauma. To be real and honest with you, they said, you better not say nothing. What happens in this house stays in this house. But what about little Titan? What about the teenager that's out here fighting for his life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What about this individual that doesn't have peace? There was always something wrong with you. And it wasn't until I got older that I had the language. It's not what's wrong with you, it's what happened to you. Now, y'all can sit here in front of you all today and I can say all of these things. But back then, I just needed somebody to say, Titan, I see you. I hear you, to give me some peace. They used to ask all the time, Titan, why are you fighting so much? I felt like Sophia in The Color Purple. I had to fight them. I had to fight my family. I was constantly fighting. And then I didn't know that I was wrong, right? Because that's what they were telling me. That's not right. Titan, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. And so the reason I'm saying that today, because my spirit is telling me that somebody needs to hear this that's out there. You're not the villain in your story. A lot of times we are not offered the peace of understanding so that we can be able to maneuver throughout this world. Things will happen to us and people will blame us because they happened. Not knowing that you're a child, not knowing that you don't understand what's going on. It's crazy that you are trying to understand yourself. And then people are piling more and more baggage on you. I had to grow up fast. I didn't have time, right, to even understand what peace was because I had to grow up fast. It wasn't until later years that I told my parents, my mother, my grandmother, like I told people that were close to me, like things that happened back at Kelso, back at Hartman, back at Jesse H. Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to tell them, this is why I'm the way I am today. This is why I do the things that I do, because I was holding all this trauma. But y'all, when I got to a place of peace, not that I solved everything, not that I could resolve everything, because a lot of those people have gone on to glory or passed on, right? The resolve was my peace. I want to say that again. The resolution was peace of my understanding. The resolve was me being able to be in a space and a place and be still and know that I'm good. The resolve or the resolution is that peace be still, and to be able to identify that that is not mine. So you can come in here and you can slang it all around and throw it towards me and do all of the things, but it's not mine. I know who my God is. I know what I'm here to do. I ain't got to question my purpose. My purpose is to be me. Peace be still. In that purpose, peace is still. Hey, Sheena. Hey, cousin. Good morning. Said grand rising all. Grand rising to you. Hey, Nova. Good morning. Yes, Q. Indeed. I'm chopping up. House of Legends said, look at God. Yes, indeed. You're chopping up. My audio is repeating. Oh, it's on? Okay, good. Queen said, there's enough strain attempting to understand yourself. Okay. But here's the thing, y'all. I don't understand why it's like this in this world, for people to, I don't know if it's a goal. I don't know if it's someone saying, hey, like, I really need to do this, or I really need to do that to make you feel bad, to be bad. Is there good in this world? Yes. Is there bad in this world? Yes. Is there going to be times that you're going to be tried and tested? Yes. But I want to say this to you today, because I got to get out of here, y'all. But I want to say this to you today. Peace be still. It's not the peace of everything is quiet and there is no chaos. It's the peace of knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of, understanding that you could flip this moment in 2.3 seconds. Understanding that God didn't make a mistake. That's the peace. Understanding that you are a gift. Understanding that you are in control of your peace. When it says that the peace that surpasses all understanding, you got to be okay. But I'm going to say this to you, and let me say this. If I turn the other cheek, do understand that I'm in control of my peace. But I'm turning the other cheek before you slap it, because that's me controlling my peace. But if you put your hands on me and slap me, there is no turn of the other cheek. You better hope and pray that I'm praying to God for peace to be still, because I'm going to take all 285 pounds of this and I'm going to rearrange some furniture. That's my peace. You don't get to just run amok in my house and tear up and do chaos and destruction and there's no repercussions. You don't get to do that anymore. You don't get to come up to me and talk out your neck sideways at me and there is nothing that I will say or do. You don't get that anymore. That's my peace. My peace is advising you before you step, before you cross, before you even look my way and say something out of pocket. My peace is telling you, don't do it. Don't play with it, because today I got time. Tomorrow I got time. Next year I got time. But no, of course, I'm not going out here and just flipping tables and rearranging furniture and doing all that, because I have a purpose. And being me is that purpose. How do I do God's work? How do I be obedient to the Spirit? Peace. My peace has to be still. And in that stillness, I know who I am. I know where I am. I know my power. I know the position I'm in. And I know my purpose. Good morning. And that's how we do that. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Let me see. House of Legends said right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Nothing But Sugar said, amen. Thank you so much for the gifts. Linked Up gave me some hearts. Thank you so much. Queen says, I made a choice to be understanding and caring person because that is the karma I deserve. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I ain't even going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Yes, you be nice. You be all. I'm all of that. Baby, I'm spiritual. I'm Lama Lama say, I'm all of the good things. But be careful. Be careful. Do that. Be careful. Because I will check it. Okay. Come on, community. Yes. Nothing but sugar. You better do it. Queen said, being this person is loving all without anything being expected. Indeed. Indeed. Don't take my kindness for a weakness. Okay, JD. Don't do it. But if you thought that you could and you tried it and I checked you, don't be surprised. Because that's also part of my peace. Boundaries and expectations. I'm going to set those boundaries and set those expectations in the beginning. So you ain't even got to fake it to make it. You already know what's about to happen. Play with it if you want to. And do it. That's it. All right, y'all, indeed. So here's the thing, right? Peace be still. What I want you to do is to sit in who you are and what you are and how you are right now in this moment. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be all of those things, but you sit in who you are, because in that sitting in who you are, that's where the peace is. You have to understand it's for you. It's not for them. I don't need to do it for them. I got to do it for me. Then everything will transcend for them because I have already checked it. I have the peace. I'm in control of the peace. I know. My peace is still. My peace is still. My spirit is telling me that someone out there needs to hear this. You are a blessing from God. God don't make mistakes. Will things happen to you? Yes. Will things go crazy in this world? Have this? Yes, they will. But I want to tell you that you're human, that you are a blessing, and you deserve peace. So I want you to step away this morning from your mirror when you look in it. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to look back in the mirror. And I want you to say these words to yourself. I love you right where you're at in this moment. I'm going to pause for a second. I want you to look in the mirror, step away, take a deep breath, and look back in the mirror. And then I want you to repeat these words, putting your name where my name is. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. But I can hear you saying it. Oh no, I can't pay my bills. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. In this moment, I love you right where you're at in this moment, Titan. Take a moment to love yourself when you feel nobody else is loving you. Take a moment and love yourself when the crap is happening. Right now, real time. You stop and you say, I love you. Right now, in this moment. Right where you're at in this moment. You ain't got to dress it up. You ain't got to return it with a receipt. You ain't got to do none of that. Right where you're at in this moment. That's it. And every day thereafter, you tell yourself. Every time you look in the mirror, you stop. Hey, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Not expecting an explanation, not expecting anything. I love you right where you're at this moment. That's what we do. That's our peace being still. All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be great. Peace and blessings to you. And I thank you all so much. I do apologize. My system was acting up, but I got to go. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be great. Y'all be blessed. Indeed.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called a Titans Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan groove. Sit ta 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 ta. Sit ta 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 ta. So ta 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 Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna ask something of y'all. Y'all gonna help me out? Yeah. All right. It's gonna go like this. Y'all follow me. I am, I can be, I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am, I can be, I will be. All right, keep going. I am, I can be, all right, I will be. I'm going to add something in, keep going. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am. That's it. I will be. Worthy. Come on. I can be. I will. I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.